Hey y'all, I'm Val from Our Forever Farm. I'm glad you're here. We are making another country meal today using cornbread, of course. And you know I've got a video on that, so I won't go through the steps of that. You can watch me make it, but I'll link the video in the description box below. But we're going to make a squash casserole, and that's the star of the show today. I'm just going to fix some mashed potatoes to go with it. Okay, I'm going to get started on this cornbread first. Here I'm making Vicky's cornbread. She was my best friend. She died just a few years ago. I miss her a lot. But this is actually her mom's recipe and I wouldn't take anything for it. We love it thin and crunchy. It's in the oven getting ready. Now we're fixing to make the star of the show, a squash casserole. So you'll need 3 cups of sliced squash. You'll need 2 teaspoons of minced dried onions, or a real onion is better. We're going to use a cup of cheddar cheese, grated. Now you can use this or grate your own. I have this because I was making a pizza, so we're going to use this up. Of course, you're going to use salt and pepper. We're going to use 2 eggs. And for the topping, you can use half a cup of breadcrumbs or half a cup of Ritz crackers. I'm using Ritz crackers today. Somehow I missed telling you that it calls for cream of mushroom soup and butter also. You like I say, you can find this recipe in the description box. Here I'm just slicing the squash, getting it ready to boil. This squash is from a farmer's market, so it's fresh squash. I found this recipe many years ago in the farmer's market bulletin in Georgia. It is wonderful. You've got to try it. So I'm boiling my squash and now I'm moving on to make the topping. I'm crushing the Ritz crackers and getting them ready. And there's many ways to do this. You can do this with a rolling pin. You can do it lots of ways. You also can use breadcrumbs. Now that I have them crushed, I'm going to melt some butter. And again, you can find this complete recipe in the description box below. If you don't know how to find the description box, you just click on the title of this video. And then from there, you will see description and you just scroll down, it'll say see more. Just click on that. You'll get a lot of info in that description box. Now I believe here I'm using cream of chicken soup. It calls for cream of mushroom, but honestly, as long as you have some kind of cream of something soup, you can use that. It's just a binder in there. And it tastes really good. As you can see, the cornbread's ready. The squash is tender. So now I'm just going to drain my squash. And then I run cold water on it just to cool it down. Now I've let these sit and drain just a little bit. I don't want any water in it. And I'm going to add it to the mixture I've already got done. Now, the reason I cooled my squash down by stopping the cooking process by putting cold water on them and just rinsing them off is because I have eggs in this mixture and I don't want to cook the eggs. Now, you can mash these squash up before you put them in, or you can just do like I'm doing and stir it and they will be fine. You can also cut these in chunks if you want to cut them in chunks. Either way, just mash them up when you stir them up into your mixture. This is the easiest casserole and it's so delicious. So I've left my oven on. I've turned it down to 425 because I had it on 500. For the cornbread, but it's hot and ready. This casserole bakes at 425 for about 20 minutes. Now we have it mixed well and ready to go into the baking dish. So now remember my Ritz crackers that I crushed up, and I had 1/3 cup of butter. Like I say, the recipe will be in the description box. I used about half of this in the casserole, and now I'm just gonna mix this with the Ritz crackers, and we're going to spread those on top. My girls often ask me, Mom, how do you get everything ready at the same time? And as I've told you many times before, cooking in your kitchen is like an orchestra playing. I just think that describes cooking in your kitchen so well. I read that many years ago. I have no idea who wrote it. If I did, I would give them credit for it. Now I'm just putting this casserole in the oven, and I'm going to slice up some of these fresh cucumbers. I don't know about you, but I love fresh anything. Some people like to see me clean, some people don't like to see me clean, but hey, it's all part of cooking. You have to clean to be able to cook. To be able to cook, you have to clean. And that's all part of it. And I like to do that as I go, where I don't have a messy kitchen. Making my bed and a clean kitchen are two things I have to have. If I'm able, it's going to happen. I do not like to get up to a dirty kitchen. I like a clean kitchen sink. Now the casserole's in the oven cooking, and I'm whipping up the mashed potatoes. And like I said, if you would like to know that recipe, I'll link that in the description box below. Oh, this casserole's ready. This is just a good country vegetable meal with some cornbread. The best of the best. Most of the time, the simple things are the best things. I'm very blessed that Sweet Hunter grew up this way. His granny is the one that taught me to cook. She didn't know it though, but she did. I just sat and watched her, and watched and watched and watched. We love Vicky's cornbread. It's thin and crunchy, and that's just the way we like it. No words necessary here, y'all. That's delicious. Y'all go cook something. Thanks for watching, y'all. God is good. Squash casserole.